According team to 1. Okay, so let's say you are in a company and that company produces, let's say, 1,000 pieces of products. Let's say, gumagawa sila ng mga beauty products, for example. But, because dahil mataas ang pricing, so ang demand lang nun is only about 100. So, let's say, meron pa ngayong inventory na 900 dahil 100 lang ang demand ng customer, let's say, annually. So, we have 900, as I said before, na kailangan mo alagaan, which in turn causes you more. Dahil magastos siya, panuwi ka na panuwi because of excessive inventory. And because dahil may excessive inventory, yun yung naging rason kaya matagal ang processing dahil marami tayong ginagawa. Now, to solve that, we have the just-in-time and lean system, which is our report under the operations management and total quality management course. Alright, so let's start. But before we do that, I would like to first recognize our references. First and foremost, from CHALCON, which is done on September 28, 2022. What is the Kanban system from Investopedia? We also have our oldest and main reference, which is RD Bean and NR Sanders from 2009, which is the Operations Management and Integrated Approach. We took Chapter 7 of the same title, Just-in-Time and Lean System. Sorry for that. And finally, we also have the University of Cambridge, dated January 31, 2023, which is the just-in-time manufacturing. So without further ado, let's start our learning objectives. Our learning objectives, on the other hand, is derived from Reed and Sanders 2029. First, we have to explain the 4 beliefs of just-in-time philosophy. We also have to describe the meaning of waste and GIT. We also have to describe the difference between push and pull production systems. We will also explain the key elements of GIT manufacturing. We will also explain the elements of total quality management and their role in GIT. We will also describe the role of GIT and why respect for people is so important. We will also have to understand the impact of GIT on services and manufacturing organizations. And finally, we have to understand the impact of GIT on all functional areas of the company. And without further ado, let's start our introduction. Okay, just-in-time philosophy is a philosophy referred to as the production of goods to meet customer demand exactly in time, quality, and quantity, whether the customer is the final purchaser of the product or another process further down the production line. This is the definition from the University of Cambridge. Now, sinasabi dito na ang just-in-time philosophy, tinatukoy siya rito as pagbibigay ng exact time. Like, for example, bibigay mo yung product. But let's say, for example, this. Sorry for the interruption. And for the meantime, habang nabasa ko, let's go through. So, tapos na namin ito. Ang sa maling tao sulit. Okay. So now, let's say we have this ball. And this ball is needed ng isang customer. Now, para magawa ito, let's say, kailangan mong gumawa ng 10 dahil yun yung demand ng customer. And dahil unsi lang ang demand and sinasafop mo yung demand nila, na ibibigay mo siya at the right size and the utmost superior quality and sa kung ilan talaga ang needed. Yun ang purpose ng just-in-time. Now, let's say one. Okay, good. In its most basic form, it explains how to obtain the ideal quantity of the product under the ideal conditions, the ideal location, and time. Now, lahat dito sa just-in-time, kailangan lahat tama. Condition, quality, quantity, and even so on and so forth kung sa demand. Now, dahil kailangan dito tama. So, yun yung main talagang purpose ng just-in-time, which is also a philosophy. Hindi siya strategy and support, but rather a philosophy na kung saan tinuturo sa atin na dapat kung ano lang yung hinihingi, yun lang ang dapat mong ibigay. So let's say for example, ang hinihingi niya is 10 kaban ng bigas. So yan ang ibigay mo. Hindi ka gagawa ng 100 kaban ng bigas dahil iniisip mo, ay para meron akong may bigay kapag nanghihingi siya. Which is not. Kasi kung titingnan mo, hinihingi ng 10 at hinihingi niya gaya, agad-agad. So, if we are going to create 100 kabans of rice, then it would take more time to get the 10 kabans of rice to the buyer. Where kapag gagawa ka na ng 10, ibibigay mo na agad. Pero kasi dahil gagawa ka ng 100, then matatagalan pa. And we do not want that in our business. Now, it is based on the value that is, which is anything that does not add value. Anything, yes, sinabi nila yun, anything should be eliminated. Now, kapag sinabing eliminated, as in tatanggalin mo talaga lahat. Let's say, for example, itong upuan na to is sanaban siya sa pagtatrabaho, then you should eliminate it because it's a waste of time. Now, lean system, or let's say lean production is the other term, is the term used for the broad view of just-in-time. Lean production dito, sinabi nga na, let's say broad, sinabi dito na broad view, that means hindi lang itong company na to. It encompasses all, let's say buhay, education, and so on and so forth. So yun ang ng just-in-time. And let's go with the philosophy of just-in-time. So, GIT's origins can be possibly traced back to Japan. Yes, Japan, konnichiwa. Wait, so when the country came to improve its industrial base by achieving the full employment and a positive trade balance after the Second World War. Now, so that is around 1945. So, dito, ginamit nila ang just-in-time para mapabilis ang kanilang trabaho at mabilis silang bumangon sa kanilang pagkalugmok noong ikalawang digmaan ng daigdig. And, you know who started it? It is Taiki Ono, which is the founder, I believe founder, or is it the owner? Let's see, let me research that a bit. Taiki Ono. He's considered to be the founder of Toyota production system, and yun. So he is the father of the Toyota, and he is one of the first people to use the GIT in their business, and nakikita natin yan, na. Okay, so doon pa lang, although marami nagsasabi na unknown ang origins ng GIT, we can just trace it back to its nature, which is in Japan. And nung trinay yun ni Taiki Ono, nasubukan na rin siya ng iba, like mga ibang mga companies in this modern section. Speaking of, while the central belief of GIT is the elimination of waste, there are many other beliefs that assist in defining the mentioned philosophy, namely, a broad view of operations, simplicity, continuous improvement, visibility, and flexibility. So let's start with the eliminated waste. This is the underlying element of GIT, where waste are those that do not add any kind of value to the product. So kapag sinabi natin any kind of value, like, hindi talaga siya importante na kapag ginamit natin yun, mas lalo nang mapapatagal ang product at wala na naman talagang silbi. Let's just say, for example, so gagawa ka ng bahay. Tapos, ang bahay na yun is para lang sa, let's say, ang ano nun is modern. Tapos, may nilagay ka doon na hindi naman dapat kailangan. At saka, ang mangyari nun, pampasikip na lang siya. So, in that sense, ang main goal ng GIT is to eliminate waste. And kapag na-eliminate na yung waste, then magkakaroon na ng free space, free time to create more and more without, let's say, how do we say this? Without doing any more things na hindi naman talaga importante. We also say that there are many kinds of ways according to this philosophy. Let's say, for example, excess inventory, equipment used as a backup in case the regular equipment is not used properly, and so on and so forth. It also encompasses time, energy, space, or human activity itself. So, dito sa elimination quiz, let's say, dito, sayang sa oras. Let's say, sa isang company, sa isang grocery store, to be specific, mayroong morning shift and night shift. Now, sa morning shift, mayroong queuelan na kung saan ang mga customers ay unti lang. Now, if we are going to add, let's say, 5 stops in the queuing line, so ang mangyayari doon is hindi magagamit yung iba. Then magkakaroon ng waste of time dahil yung iba kong staff are not doing anything to serve its people because anong isa-serve nila? Kung kunti lang yung mga tao ay serve na lang ibang tao, may ibang staff. So, that will be an additional slack of time which is a waste dahil hindi naman kailangan pero bakit nandoon? So, mas lalo lang nagpapatagal ang process at mas lalo lang nagsasayang ng pera ang company dahil nagdadagdag ka na maraming tao but you do not need them because they do not give any important role in the company, and it would be a waste of money to, let's say, give them salary when they do not even build anything. Nagpakita na sila, so on and so forth. So, doon yung main goal ng GIT, which is to eliminate waste itself. Another thing, as I mentioned, is a broad view of operations. Now, everybody should have a broad view of operations according to Reed and Sanders because this means that employees should not be narrow-minded. Hindi pwede pakitin ng utak ng mga tao dito because ang end goal natin is to serve the customer itself. Let's just say, for example, ako ang customer. Now, ikaw ay isang bagger ng isang grocery and I would ask you, nasaan ang tinapay? Which is, assume natin na nandoon sa malayo. And dahil ito ay bagger, hindi mo pwede sabihin na, ay bagger po ako, hindi ko po trabaho yan. Which is not even a good thing in GIT because the main goal here is to assist the customer in finding his or her needs to provide them as quick as possible. That means na dahil bagger ka, hindi ibig sabihin na bagger ka is, yun na lang ang gagawin mo. But, you have to have at least a broad view of what operation in the area slot. So, dahil bago ka, alam mo naman kung nasaan, then you just have to tell them, nandoon po ang tinapay sa kabila. Now, kapag nandoon naman sa kabila, which means, let's say dito, so that is yung bagahe, nandito yung tinapay, then makukuha ng customer ang gusto nila. Okay, that goes, The GIT also promotes simplicity. So, the simpler, the better. The philosophy encourages employees to think about the problem and create simple solutions. Now, dito sa GIT, hindi mo kailangan mag-isip ng sobrang hirap para magawa ang isang bagay. It's just like 1 plus 1 equals 2. Hindi ka na baga 1 plus 1 equals 2, 8, 9, and so on and so forth na magpapakahirap ka pa to the point na wala namang silbi yung pagpapakahirap mo. Now, kaya nga sinabi dito, the simpler the better dahil hinihingi na dito yung pinaka maliit na part mo which could achieve greater results. It's more like an 80-20 where you go do your 20% of the job which leads to 80% of the results. Merong isang kwento, according kay Reed and Sanders, na hindi pagkasya ang truck sa Passover. Na, dahil hindi magkasya, napaisip sila paano nila ipagkakasya. Papupulin ba nila yung product nila, pabawasan, tapos mabalikan na lang? Ang ginawa ng isa, the simpler option, tanggalan ng bulong. Then nakapasok sila sa ilalim ng Passover. Now, yun ay isa sa mga simple ways to solve a solution. It might not be practical, or maybe might not be the commonly used solutions, but then again, if the Machiavellian mindset, the end justifies the means. So, kung ano yung naging solve nito, then that's it. Tapos na. At least it's a simple way to solve your problem. Now, we also have the continuous improvement, which is the philosophy aims to put emphasis on quality. Now, just because just in time, dahil naghahabol tayo ng oras, we do not need to waste time. Dito, even though we do not need to waste time here, we have to provide a good quality product. Now, let's say we go back here. This ball. Now, this ball is the superior quality, I assume, because ginawa natin ito. And even if it's just a simple ball, maganda ang quality niya. And yun yung maganda sa just in time. Kailangan kahit na kahit na mabilis lang yung oras, we have to improve and improve. Because customers want improvement on product which will ease their life, even not just a business. And yun yung magagawa na just in time dahil wala nang obstacle to do this. Now, sorry for the intrusion, sana pala. So, dahil wala nang nangyayari, dahil wala nang abala sa paggawa ng isang product, then we could expect a more improved quality. Now, okay. So, we go with the visibility. So, this philosophy addresses the issue of making waste visible, which, if seen and identified, can be eliminated. Ito ang isa sa mga magandang idea sa just in time, which is kailangan makita yung waste para matanggal agad. So that is what surveys are for. Let's say, nandito sa survey na, for example, sa McDonald's, in the first years of its life, sinabi dito na kaya nilang mag-serve ng isang customer within 30 seconds instead of the usual 30 minutes. For that, natanong sa Maneko, and then we can see that issue here kapag nung mga umda sa 30 minutes, which is hindi nila nagagawa agad ang kanilang trabaho dahil masikip na area, tapos and so on and so forth with issues we would not seem to know. But in any case, kapag visible ang waste, kailangan matatanggal natin siya agad. A simpler example would be a small cabinet or like say a parador ng mga damit. Now, ikaw ay naglilinis ng damit mo and tinotopit mo siya, but then tinatamad ka, so tinatago mo siya sa likod ng cabinet. Like, yung mga hindi mo natupit sa likod, tapos tinatabunan mo na siya na tinatabunan ng mga malilinis. Now, kapag makita yun ng ibang tao, kahiya naman. So, in short, yun yung ng waste it just in time dahil okay so di ba, let's go back. So kapag sinabi natin just in time, we would say na kailangan makita yung waste. Ang ganda na for explanation, hindi na nagatan, but so we have to remove some waste, and to remove it, kailangan kita siya. So, hindi nag-waste ako ng time sa pagbababble, which is not even a good thing. So, to go straight to the point, kailangan makita yung waste. Yun na naman ang gusto mangyari dito. Kasi, let's go back to the cabinet scenario. Kapag kasi nasa likod na siya, nakaharang na, for example, this is cabinet, kapag nakita na siya, hindi mo na makita yung problema and makakalimutan na. Later on, let's say nagbisita ka, binuksan ng cabinet at nakita mo hindi nakaputi ang mga damit mo. And that means na doon mo na mapikita yung problema kapag huli na ang lahat. Finally is the flexibility, which is this philosophy is created on the grounds of the need to survive. Thus, employees and products need to be flexible to cope up with the ever-changing conditions of their environment. Now, kailangan flexible ang mga tao dito sa, let's say, sa isang company. Okay, sorry for the slip up. Now, kailangan kaya mo maging sales clerk, maging cashier, or maybe do 3 or more jobs. Dahil kapag ganon, let's say may nawala sa inyo na, for example, may isa kayong kaklase na hindi makapasok dahil ganito and ganyan, at may hindi naman natin hinihingi. So, what we could do is we could be flexible enough to do their part in case of their absence. Yun yung pagandahan sa just in time. Dahil kapag naghihintay pa natin yung wala, then what would happen would be mas lalo tatagal ang oras. The same goes with product. Let's say, nung kapanawanan pa ng kupo-kupo, ang hinihingi lang natin ay juice. But then again, this is 21st century and milk tea is the key. Now, kailangan maging flexible ka to change their product because the perspective of the people had already changed. Ayaw na nila ng juice na simple, gusto na nila ng milk tea. Now, ikaw na company, kailangan makuha mo yung gusto ng tao. Just because they do not want juice anymore doesn't mean hindi ka magbabago dahil ikaw ay isang juice company at hindi ka milk tea company. Which is a not so very good. Definitely, first and foremost, a business survives because of money. And the money comes from the wallets of the people, from the pockets of the customers. Now, bago nila yun inalabas, kailangan nilang makuha yung gusto nila. The milk tea in this example. And dahil hindi ka nagbago, yung mga customer, hindi na sila pupunta sa'yo. Pupunta na sila sa competitor mo na nagbago. Because nagbago sila, ginawa na nila with yung kanilang product, sila ngayon yung kumikita ng malaki. Ikaw, lulubog sa hirap. And that is a no-no in a company. Kailangan nating maging flexible product and customers, I mean product and staffs, in order to survive the ever-changing conditions of the environment. And I think yun lang naman ang ating yun lang naman ang sakop ng philosophy ng just in time. Now, up next is the elements of just in time to be reported by Aileen Oriendo. And this is Khamer Jun L. Skip here.
Good day everyone, and I am the next reporter, and I will discuss to you the elements of just in time. As you can see in the Venn diagram, there are 3 elements of just in time. First, we have here the just in time manufacturing, total quality management, and respect for people. So let's start. The first element is just in time manufacturing. It is an element of GIT that places the most emphasis on the production system, enabling high production of high quality, low cost products while precisely satisfying customers' expectations. So the best example here is yung paggawa ng mga chair sa business na gumagawa ng mga chair. They produce chair upon the order ng customer. It is to minimize the waste and also to reduce the cost of the product, and it also to satisfy the customer's expectation. Unlike kapag nag-imbak sila ng mga chairs, walang kasiguraduhan kung kailan nila mabibenta yun. It's either a year from now. Let's say a year from now, it means mag-iiba na yung quality ng chair ng product nila. So ang kagandahan sa just-in-time manufacturing is enable nila yung high quality ng isang product and then low cost, and also to satisfy the customer's expectation. So let's proceed. The next is Kanban. It is an inventory control system used in just-in-time manufacturing to track production in order, new parts, and materials. So, sa just-in-time manufacturing, yung tinatawag na Kanban is yun yung inventory system na nagtatrack ng order, track production, and order yung materials. Yung mga parts na ginagamit na for manufacturing ng isang product. So, madidiscuss ito ng mga next reporters. So, sila nang bahalang mag-discuss. So, we have here the second element of GIT, which is the Total Quality Management. It is an integrated effort designed to improve quality performance at every level of the organization. So, from the word itself, quality. So, GIT also focuses on the quality of the product that to be delivered in the customer. So, quality, it means the people or the workers are also involved here in making the quality products na i-deliver sa customer. So, from the word itself, quality, GIT focuses also sa improvement ng quality ng isang product na dinidemand ng customer. So, kailangan talaga yun sa isang business kaya it is to improve the quality of the business. So, kapag let's say poor quality ang isang product na deliver mo sa customer, it may lead to defects. So, kapag nagkaroon ng defects, syempre, magrereklamo yung mga customers, and then tataas yung cost mo kasi kapag may defects, syempre hindi naman mag-lead kasi yun sa dissatisfaction sa customer. So, it's either the worst scenario here is pwedeng ma-lost mo yung customers mo, mawalan sila ng trust sa business. So, we have here the last element of GIT, which is the respect for people. It is an element of GIT that considers human resources as an essential part of the philosophy. Sa isang business, one of the important is yung people or the workers na nagtatrabaho sa business mo. So it is important to have a respect for people, even sa pinakamababang rank to highest rank. It is to make the production smoothly. The people are important, so it is important also to have respect sa people sa every part ng organization. It is also to promote a positive work environment, which is everyone, even the low rank, are treated right with dignity, and also their contribution sa business are valued. Their skills are recognized as they play a big role in creating a product. So that's the end of my part, and the first element of TIT will be further discussed by the next reporter. So that's all.
Okay, let's proceed to the just-in-time manufacturing. The pull system. This is the foundation of the just-in-time philosophy, stating that products are requested from the customer so that no excess will be made. This is the opposite of push system, where companies will create more and more inventories that customers may not need, thus leading to inventory surplus. So yung the pull system, ito ay opposite siya nung push system, which is doon sa push system, nag-order sila ng mga products, and then gumagawa sila ng maraming products. So dahil doon sa paggawa nila, nagkakaroon tayo ng maraming inventories. Kaya minsan, nagkakaroon ng surplus. Dito naman sa the pull system, in order to have a good flow na ating manufacturing, dito sa pull system, bali kung ano lang yung in-order ng mga tao, yun lang din yung gagawin. Para ma-avoid natin yung pag-inventory ng mga products na pwede tayong malugi dahil sa surplus. So, dito sa pull system, tinutulungan yung company na yung sa pagmamanufacture na kung ano lang yung kailangan, yun lang din. So, balik into a demand, tapos yun lang din yung supply. So, with that, masisigurado natin yung profit ng ating business at hindi ka magkakaroon ng sayang, hindi ka malulugi dahil sa surplus. So, yun. Next is, we have Kanban. Kanban, an inventory control system used in just-in-time manufacturing to track the production and order new parts and materials. So, yun yung tawag. Tawag doon sa inventory control system, which is yung Kanban. Ito yung nagko-control ng mga inventory na pinapasok natin sa ating business kasi nagma-manufacture tayo. After nun, ng yung mga products na nagawa na, itong Kanban yung nagbali ito siya yung nagko-control na para yung mga manufacturing yung mga manufacturing production natatrack siya, ibig sabihin na-check siya na kung tama ba to, tama yung numbers ng product or sakto lang ba siya, hindi ba siya sobra, hindi ba siya kulang. So yun, tawag doon ay Kanban. At dito din pala malalaman kung kailangan ng mga new parts or new materials para sa paggawa ng mga products. So here, meron tayo ditong figure which is number 1, meron tayo ditong product 1, and then yung workstation natin, workstation A tsaka B, and then input area. Input area is where doon natin nilalagay yung ating products. Dito, meron tayo ditong 1, 2, 3. Bali, 3 yung input area natin. Dito sa input area, parang siya, parts nung production. Bali, kung dito sa input area na una, nilalagay lang muna yung, kunwari, tayo ng sardines. Kunwari, dito sa input area, sa number 6, meron dyang sardinas. Gagawin natin sardinas. Dapat yung magiging output na sardinas. So, dito sa una, yung sardines, parang niluluto siya. So, may malaking container. Dito siya niluluto. And then, workstation na next, sa doon, doon na yung pagtitimpla ng niluto nila, tawag dito, pagkakaroon ng checking for health, kung luto ba siya, or malinis ba, ganyan. And then, dito kasi meron ding input area which is meron tayong 6, 5, 3, 4, 2, and 1 before tayo pupunta sa output area. Meron kasing ibang mga station like itong 5, 3, tsaka 1 na siya, hindi siya as in kasi tuloy-tuloy yung process, hindi yung iniisip natin na yung production tuloy-tuloy lang as in straight, no. Ito kasing itong illustration na to, meron pa siyang ibang mga parts na isasama natin siya. Bali, kaya meron tayo ditong 5, 3, and 1 kasi meron kunwari chili yan siya, chili, tas pepper, tapos yung lock ng can. So yung dito tayo sa station A, dito sa station A, bali, yung pagluto lang muna ng sardines, tapos pagdating dito sa 4, luto na, tapos dito sa 5, lalagyan natin siya ng chili or pepper, ganyan. Tapos, after nung 4, dito tayo sa 2, which is the, banda sa workstation B. Dito na, nalagay na yung, kunwari, nasa can na siya yung sardinas. Diyan na nakalagay yung, yung tamang sukat nung product, which is yung sardines na. And then after nun, dito sa kunwari dito sa may yung number 1, baka dito kunwari dito lalagay natin ng sticker ng sardines. So yun, after nyan may sticker na, baka natin na tayo sa output area. So dito sa output area, which is yung ating product na sardines na siya, balik complete na yung sardinas, yung ready to pack na siya, ready to deliver na. So yun. Next is, we have the solution of number of kanbans or containers. Ito yung solution ng production. We have dt plus s over c is equals to the m. Okay, yung n, ito yung number of kanbans or containers. Ito yung kanina, yung sasabi natin yung kanbans. Ito yung nag-check na ng natin, ng ating mga products, which is, ito naman dito, para malalaman kung ilan yung containers natin. Kailangan natin hanapin yung the demand rate at using workstation, yung demand rate ng nung ginagamit natin sa production, sa manufacturing, and then the time it takes to receive an order from the previous workstation, lead time. So yung time na yung ating yung time na parang yung time na ilan ba yung ilang minutes ba o ilang hours ba yung bago darating yung bagong order, ganyan, kung kung ilan ba yung kailangan gawin. So, and then add natin yung safety stock to protect against variability or uncertainty in the system, usually given as a percentage of demand during lead time. So, ito ay safety stock to protect against variability or uncertainty in the system. So, paling i-add din natin yan para maiwasan yung maiwasan yung magkaroon ng sirang productions, ganyan, sirang pangit yung yung product, ganyan. So, kailangan din natin itong safety stock. And then, size ng container. Over sa size ng container, kung ano yung size ng container. So, ito yung ating formula to determine kung ilang canvas or container ba yung kailangan nating igawin. Correct! Yung canvas, meron tayo ditong isang box. So, sa isang box. Sa isang box, ilan yung mailalagay natin na sardinas. Gawin natin sardinas. Tapos, dun ba sa isang box, ilan ba yung demand? Ilang peraso ba yung demand sa isang box? Tapos, ano ba yung sa T naman, kung gaano katagal tayo makaka-receive nung order, kung ilan peraso kung para magawa natin. And then yung safety stock protect against variability, which is yung siguro may mga protection nila nilalagay dyan, like yung sa food para hindi siya ng insekto, hindi siya pasukan. So yun. And then yung size ng container, which is yung yung nilutuan ng sardinas, ganyan. Next is small lot production. This is the ability to product small quantities of products. Ability to produce. This is used under the philosophy to ensure the product will be received by the customer faster. So the small lot production, ito naman ginagamit to karamihan ng mga maliliit lang na business or meron silang manufacturing na as in 3 station lang, kunwari ganyan, para mabilis. Kunwari yung kanilang order ay bread. So sa station na to, dito niluluto yung bread, tapos sa pangalawang station luto na, and then sa kabila plastic na, ilalagay na siya sa plastic. So bali 3 station lang siya, and then dito naman sa small lot production, di ba parang lang, maikli lang yung production niya. So yun, doon, nagkakaroon tayo ng mabilis na production. So pag mabilis ang production, mabilis yung profit. Kasi nga, maraming umu-order, mabilis yung pagkagawa, mabilis yung pagka-deliver. So, ang production natin dito ay successful and then mabilis siya. At mas mabilis yung pasok ng pera. At pag-deliver nun, at maraming mas customer na masasatisfy dahil din sa bilis din ng production. Okay, next we have internal setups, which is requires the machine to be stopped in order to be performed. We have external setups can be performed while the machine is still running. So, as you can see, kapag nanonood tayo ng mga Discovery Channel, kung paano nila gawin yung mga products, merong mga tinatawag na internal setups, which is yung kailangan i-stop mo muna yung machines para magalaw mo yung kasi minsan delikado siya. Mamaya yung mga nung manpower natin, ng mga workers natin, makamasama sa yung kamay nila sa machines, maganyan, pa sila, magkakaroon ng disability, ganyan, and then mananagot yung company. So dito sa internal setups, kailangan yung machines for safety din, patayin muna siya bago natin magagalaw yung machines, bago natin maayos yung product, ganyan, paano mo siya ilalagay sa dito doon, kailangan nakapatay mo na yung machines. And then dito sa external setups can be performed while the machine is still running. Ito naman, pwede siyang kahit na safety siya na kahit yung machine gumagalaw, pwede rin kayong kumilos, diba? Makikita natin sa mga production videos, yung mga pinaproduct ng mga sa mga business. Makikita natin na ang bilis ng mga kamay nila, 'di ba? Kasi habang gumagalaw yung machines, pwede nilang pwede nilang galawin yung products, kung ano yung dapat nilang idagdag or ano yung dapat nilang tanggalin, or kung ilalagay na ba nila sa lalagyan. So, ganon naman yung sa external setups. Next is uniform plant loading. Constant production plan for facility with a given planning horizon. So, dito sa uniform plant loading, meron tayong production plan, which is yung mga produce ng ating product, syempre pinagpaplanuhan yun siya. So, merong facility na doon pinagpaplanuhan nila kung dito sa station na to, kailangan ganito. Tapos sa station, merong ganito na siya dapat. Tapos, after nun, dapat para ma-reach yung gusto nilang output. So, yun. Meron tayong uniform plant loading, syempre. Before tayo niyang mag-decide kung paano gagawin yung product, kailangan merong ding plan. So, we have here flexible resources. This is one of the key elements of just-in-time in order to meet customer demands. So, yun na nga, diba? Ano ba ang meet natin bakit may just-in-time? So, diba? Ang demands ng ating customers, so ating mamimili. So, here, we have an example, weekly production requirements by product. Sa letter A, kailangan daw 10 units per week. Sa B, 20 units per week. Sa C, 5 units per week. D, 5 units per week. E, 10 units per week. So, here, meron tayo ditong Monday, AA, which means 10 units per week every Monday. Tapos, every Tuesday, meron tayong 20 units per week. And then, same din sa Wednesday. Thursday, meron tayong 5 units per week. And then, meron tayong 5 units per week din pala. And then, sa Friday, we have 10 units per week. Monday, AA, BB, we have 10 units, 20 units, 5 units, and 10 units. Just like that, na dapat hindi siya same everyday na yung paggawa nyo, ganyan. So, kasi, minsan, dahil sa kung isisay mo, kunwari, isisay mo everyday 20 units. Yun. So, pag magkakaroon pa ng 20 units na per day, same lang kahit bukas, baka magkakaroon tayo ng surplus, sobra-sobra sa production. So, dahil dito, meron tayong weekly production. Ibig sabihin, proven and tested na nila to. Ibig sabihin, nagkaroon sila ng research about sa production nila, ay na ganito lang pala dapat everyday. Tapos para sa per week, ganito lang din dapat ang dapat nating i-produce para yung profit natin makuha natin kaagad, hindi siya mapupunta sa inventories or mag-lead siya sa surplus. So dahil dito sa table na to, nagkakaroon tayo ng successful na production or in our manufacturing. Next is we have here a table. Dito merong shipping and receiving. Ito na yung natin, yung parang delivery process. Supplier A, supplier B, outbound transportation, painting natin, assemble painting natin, drilling, grinding, work center. So, ito, sa supplier A, kunwari, galing siya sa ganitong lugar, tapos nag-supply siya dito ng, yung product na hindi pa tapos, and then, ilalagay nila dito sa work centers. Dito sa work centers, kailangan pa yun yung product na yun in order to makamit na yung output, ipipaint pa siya, ilafing, grinding, assembling, painting, hanggang sa matapos na yun siya, as in complete na yung product na yun, dito sa shipping and receiving siya. So, bali, i-receive siya na hindi pa siya tapos, and then, i-ship din siya, natapos na siya. Which is dito mapupunta sa outbound transportation. Ang outbound transportation, dito na isasakay yung mga productions, ilalagay sa box, i-deliver kung saan yung address, ganyan, kailangan safety na siya at maayos na yung packaging. So, ganun lang dito sa ating delivery station. Kailangan may mga maraming suppliers, and then dito sa work centers, meron dito yung parang finishing ng products, paano siya ipapackage kasi i-deliver nga. And then after nun, dito lang din sa shipping and receiving na center, itong center yung color green, dito din, kukunin ng outbound transportation yung mga products na yun and i-deliver sa mga customers. Next, we have here, ito naman, yung pagka-supplier nito, since yung kanina, dalawa sila pwede doon lang sa isang center, dalawa sila doon yung suppliers. Dito naman, merong maayos. Like, dito sa supplier, dito ka lang banda. Sa supplier A ka lang. Sa may latte, sa cell 1. Sa cell 1 lang yung supplier A. So, meron ditong latte, greening, assembling, painting. O sige, sabihin na lang natin, ano ba? Ano bang pwedeng i-green? Kunwari, pot. Yan, dyan, natin siya. I-green yung pot. Yung soil, dapat maganda yung soil pagkaka-form. Tapos yan, i-form natin siya into a vase. And then, ipipaintan siya. So, yon after nun, pupuntas dito sa shipping. So, syempre, na yan siya. Nakalagay na siya sa box. Tapos, naka-wrap na siya. Bubble wrap. Maayos yung pagka-wrap. And then, sa supplier B naman, same lang din. Pero, magkaiba lang sila magkaiba yung pagkagawa. Like, here, milling, drilling, and then, painting, tapos assembly. So, bali, ganun yung dito sa cell 2, dito sa supplier B. So, magkaiba silang product kasi iba yung kanilang manufacturing, iba yung process ng kanilang pagmamanufacture. And then, after nandito tayo sa shipping, which is, same lang din kanina, meron tayong shipping. Ang next nun ay outbound transportation natin, which is i-deliver na. So, yung pinagkaiba nila nung kanina, yung isa, pwedeng sa isang shipping lang, i-receive nila, tapos doon lang din nila ipapadeliver na. Dito naman, sa supplier A, iba yung kanyang cell. Sa supplier B, iba din. And then, pero isa lang sila na shipping destination and then yung transportation ang next. That's all for just-in-time manufacturing.
Total quality management. Quality is an integral part of the organization. Quality is defined as meeting or exceeding customer expectation. So J&T and T2N are complementary to each other because they both ensure and guarantee free defects products so as to avoid wasting resources on production operations. So through the integration of the T2M, the JIT ensures good quality products to enhance customer satisfaction by meeting the customer's requirements. Once a quality target of a process has been defined, it will continuously improve the outputs, product quality, and efficiency of process leading towards continual improvement, therefore reducing waste, loss of productivity, and cost. Since continuous improvement covers everything in JIT, its process continuously seeks to improve products, service, and process. Products versus process. So quality is centered in building quality into the process. A production that is well within the set quality control limits should not produce defective product. So the foundation of JIT is to produce quality products despite defects, and poor quality is considered a waste in JIT. In JIT, the quality of product is at most priority. That is why they always aim to meet the customer's requirement as well as distinguishing the problem and addressing the root cause of the problem. This is done to avoid poor quality production that leads to the product redesign, reworks, scrap, resources wastage, and even losing customers. So next is quality at source. So the concept of quality at the source is part of JIT. The objective is not only to identify a quality problem, but to uncover its root cause. So when we say quality at the source, it is an approach to measure the quality of the products during the process. And since it is part of the JIT in through the total quality management, the quality output is not only being measured along the process, but also catching the potential factors that might cause defects and errors. This could be a problem with the design, supplier, or process itself. So in JIT system, you can see the involvement of workers in quality monitoring. Workers are given authority to perform judoka. Workers are allowed to stop the production process if there is any problem encountered. So errors or problems can easily be seen, identified, eliminated, and give solutions to prevent recurrence. So preventive maintenance is an important aspect of quality management in JIT. It places a great deal of importance in care of equipment and training workers to operate and maintain machines properly. So preventive maintenance is somewhat costly, but JIT invests on it in order to prevent machine breakdown and process stoppages. So preventive maintenance is done to ensure that machine works efficiently and function to its optimal performance that will prevent loss of production, unmet deadlines, and unsatisfied customers, which are often considered waste in JIT. As such, involvement of workers is needed in doing regular inspection and maintenance such as cleaning, lubricating, and making acceptable adjustments as part of their duties so machines can be easily operated and well maintained. Important element of quality management is the overall work environment. Order and simplicity are highly important. So creating a positive working environment is critical in company's success. According to JIT, an orderly environment creates a calm and harmonious working place leading to productivity improvement and to protect the emotional well-being of the employees. Also, in JIT, everyone is responsible in creating a positive work environment by keeping the facility, equipment, and tools clean every afternoon. So implementing JIT and the system through the integration of TQM requirements allows to constantly explore new ways to improve the process, to eliminate waste, to keep things simple towards continual improvement and overall business performances.
Respect for people. It is really important in just in time. It means treating employees well and showing na sila ay pinapahalagaan. Ang keywords are genuine and meaningful. Genuine and meaningful respect means na we treat others with fairness and appreciation. It's about being real and honest in our interactions, really valuing the input and efforts of others, and creating an environment where everyone feels respected and valued. Ladder hierarchy. Ibig sabihin, there are fewer bosses, so less distance between employees and decision makers. I-encourage dito yung open communication between them, the employees and the decision makers. Shared responsibility at yan, faster decision making. Employees can directly interact with managers, work together as a team, and make decisions more efficiently. Role of production employees in just-in-time. Actively engage in pursuing company goals. Ibig sabihin, yung production employees ay actively participating and contributing in achieving the objectives at targets ng isang organization. They play an important role in improving processes, ensuring quality, and solving production-related issues. Emphasis on cross-functional skills, meaning they can perform various tasks. The employees can perform various tasks on different machines. They can handle different jobs and they can operate different equipment. Production employees are required to continually check and monitor the quality of the production process. This includes inspecting their own work as well as the materials received from previous operations. This is necessary in order to detect quality problems before a defective part can proceed to additional processing. Sa just-in-time, pag-discover ng quality problems ay goal. Hindi siya itatago o isisisi sa iba. At yung employees yung responsible sa paghanap ng dahilan o yung pinakadahilan ng quality problems. Record and analyze data. Employees, they keep track of important information at inaaral nila to gain insights. Yung mga data na yon ay yung production numbers, defects, equipment malfunctions, at iba pa. Yun, ina-analyze nila yung data so that they can identify areas for improvement, detect patterns, and make informed decisions. Once na ma-analyze na yung data, problem-solving activities usually take place. Yeah. Yung key sa problem-solving ay to give workers authority and incentive to solve problems rather than view problem-solving as responsibility ng iba. Bottom-round management, meaning consensus management by committees or teams. So, kapag sa isang kumpanya ay may gagawing desisyon, dinidiscuss yun. It is discussed at all levels. Mula sa pinakamaba, so that lahat sa kumpanya ay yun makakontribute dun sa decision. Quality circles, meaning small teams of employees that volunteer to solve quality problems in their area. Usually, these work groups are led by a supervisor or a production employee at binubuo ng mga employees na involved dun sa particular area. So, makikita natin na sa just-in-time, the role ng production employees are very different from their role sa traditional organizations. Dito, yung employees have much more responsibility and autonomy. While lifetime employment is rarely possible, companies should do certain things to reduce employee insecurity and encourage trust and openness. Number one, to reduce insecurity, companies can promise not to lay off employees when productivity improves. So meaning, the company can provide job security by assuring employees na hindi mawawala sa kanila yung trabaho nila when in case na magkaroon ng productivity increases. Nakakatulong to create a sense of stability at to reduce fear among employees. Number 2, company unions help build cooperation between management and labor. So, yung company unions, yung grupo na nabuo ng employees na represent their interests at makipag-negotiate sa management. Yun, they promote collaboration, open communication, and cooperation between employees and management. Employees can voice their concerns and work together with the management to address the concerns. Number 3, giving bonuses based on performance motivates employees and makes them feel rewarded. Bonuses or incentives ay additional payments na nakukuha ng employee based on their performance. So, by providing bonuses, yan na motivate yung mga employee to perform better and create a positive work environment. Role of management in just-in-time. Kagaya nga sa role ng production employees, iba rin yung role ng management under just-in-time kumpara sa traditional organizations. Responsible for creating a just-in-time culture. They create an environment where just-in-time principles and practices are embraced, tulad ng continuous improvement and waste reduction. Serve as coaches and facilitators, not bosses. Instead of traditional management, Managers sa just-in-time act as coaches and facilitators. They support and guide employees, helping them develop their skills and overcome challenges rather than simply giving orders. An incentive system that rewards workers for their efforts. Yung system na yun ay nakakapag-motivate sa mga employees to perform at their best. At yan, na-encourage yung continuous improvement. Develop employee skill necessary to function in a just-in-time environment. Management provide training and development opportunities para ma-enhance yung ability ng employees at ma-meet yung demand sa just-in-time operations. Ensure that workers receive multifunctional training. Management trains employees in various areas, allowing them to be flexible and capable of performing different roles within the organization. Facilitate teamwork. Management encourage collaboration, communication, and shared responsibility to achieve common goals. At sila ay nagtutulungan to achieve success. Supplier relationships. Sa just-in-time, company respects supplier at focus sila on building long-term relationship. Suppliers viewed as external factories. Suppliers are seen as an extension ng manufacturing process ng isang company. So, they are viewed as an external partners who contribute to overall production. Use of single source suppliers, meaning suppliers that supply an entire family of parts for one manufacturer. Yun nga, dahil nakapokus ito sa long-term supplier relationship. Kaya yun, gumagamit sila ng single source suppliers. Long-term supplier relationships develop. Ito naman ay based on trust, reliability, and mutual benefits. It means they create strong partnership. They encourage working together, sharing common goals, and continuous improvement. Suppliers locate near customers. Just-in-time encourage suppliers to be in close proximity to the customers or manufacturing facilities. Dahil dito, transportation time at cost ay nare-reduce, facilitate faster response to customer demands at na-enhance yung overall supply chain. Relies on stable and consistent delivery schedules from suppliers. It involves establishing reliable timelines and ensuring timely deliveries to avoid disruption in the production process. Cost and information sharing between the company and the suppliers. It involves openly discussing costs, sharing information on production plans, at demand forecast. Dito, nagko-collaborate sila to find ways para mapababa pa yung cost at improve yung efficiency throughout the supply chain. Just-in-time offers several benefits to organizations. Una, reduction in inventory. Sa just-in-time, overproduction is eliminated. Pero kailan nga ba nangyayari yung overproduction? Ito yung nangyayari kapag ang supply ng isang item sa market ay mas tumaas pa sa demand na nag-lead sa accumulation ng unsaleable inventories. Pero sa just-in-time method, focuses on producing goods or delivering services only when they are needed based on customer demand. This approach helps prevent overproduction and minimizes excess inventory that could potentially go to waste. So, order lang ng kailangan, kaya walang risk na makaka-accumulate ng mga useless inventories. Number 2, improve quality. Sa just-in-time, ini-emphasize yung pag-produce ng high-quality products. Nakapokus ito sa defect prevention and continuous improvement na nagpapataas sa satisfaction ng customer. Number 3, reduce space requirements. Sa just-in-time, nami-minimize din yung need for large inventory stockpiles kasi nag-order lang yung organization ng supply kapag may order na ng customer. Yung item ng isang organization ay marketed na bago pa man makarating sa kanila. So, there's no need to keep their items for long. Number 4, shorter lead times. Yung lead times dito ay yung time it takes for a product to be manufactured and delivered to the customer. So, paano kung di pa umorder si customer tapos gawa na ng manufacturer yung product o nag-order na ng supply? Matatambak lang yun. So, yun, mag-order ng marami kasi iniisip na baka sakaling ubusan man ng supply. Dahil wala pa namang umorder ng product, kailangan ng maintenance ng mga stock na yun. Kaya, gastos. So, kung merong maraming inventory nga, kailangan din malaking storage. Kaya, gastos ulit. Pag di na-maintain, pwede ma-damage. So, discard na yon. Ganun din pag di na pala kailangan. Di na pa kinabangan, gastos lang ulit. Yung mga gastos na yun ay pwede mag-result sa net loss ng isang organization. On the other hand, sa just-in-time, it aims to synchronize production with customer demand by minimizing waiting times and reducing process lead times. So, shorter lead times will also help save all those additional costs at help deliver on time. Also, additionally, shorter lead times translate to greater order fulfillment, meaning increase sa cash flow. Without properly timed execution, things can go wrong. Timing is everything. Number 5, lower production costs. So, sa just-in-time, yung expenses involved in manufacturing products are reduced. They find ways to minimize unnecessary expense and optimize resource usage. It's like using resources wisely, reducing waste, and achieving cost savings without compromising product quality. Number 6, increase productivity. With just-in-time, organizations can produce more output with the same amount of resources or produce the same output with fewer resources. By adapting just-in-time principles and practices, companies can achieve increased productivity, allowing them to produce more output, deliver products faster, and optimize the utilization of their resources. Number 7, increase machine utilization. Just-in-time makes better use of machines and equipment to maximize their efficiency and output. By increasing machine utilization, companies can maximize their product capacity, reduce downtime, and achieve higher levels of output with the same set of machines. Number 8, greater flexibility. Greater flexibility in just-in-time enables companies to quickly meet customer demands, allocate resources effectively, adapt to market changes, and manage inventory efficiently. It's like being able to easily adjust to new requirements, efficiently use available resources, and stay competitive in a changing business environment.
So, good morning po. So, we will discuss the last topic about implementation of just-in-time. Here we have 7 process of implementation ng just-in-time. So, we have seen that yung GIT system natin affects every aspect of the organization. Therefore, the implementation of the true GIT system requires a complete cultural change for the organization. To implement the just-in-time successfully, a company does not need a sophisticated system. What is needed are correct attitude, employee involvement, and continuous improvement. So, Let's proceed to the 7 implementation process para mabilis tayo. First is yung make quality improvement. Dito sa make quality improvement, usually it is the best to start the implementation process by improving quality. Next start naman lahat sa making quality. Yung main goal nila is yung ma-achieve yung the best quality. The reason is that quality is pervasive and all the GIT or just-in-time objectives are dependent on quality improvement. Yun lang. Dito sa make quality improvements, yung pinaka-goal nila is ma-achieve yung pinaka-best quality ng management. Kasi doon naka-base lahat-lahat ng implementation nila pag-achieve nun. Pangalawa is yung reorganized workplace. Dito sa reorganized workplace, dito nangyayari yung reorganizing yung work environment nila. This means yung proper facility layout, cleaning, and yun nga yung sinabi ko na organizing the work environment. Nangyayari din dito yung designation ng storage spaces and everything. Also, nangyayari din dito yung removing clutter. Pangatlo, yung reduced setup times. Yung reduced setup times, ito yung next step nila. Pangatlong step, nagpo-focus sila sa setup times, which will involve yung manufacturing and industrial engineering nila. It will require analysis of the current setup procedures. Dito din nangyayari yung elimination of unneeded step and streamlining of motions. Workers will need to be trained in the proper setup procedures and make sure nila na lahat ng mga unnecessary process is matatanggal. Yung pang-fourth, yung reduce lot sizes and lead times. Dito, once yung setup times have been reduced, the focus in on reducing a lot of size and lead times. This in turn will reduce the inventory between the workstations and free-up space. The empty space will contribute to visibility. Then after nun, pang-fifth yung implement the layout changes. Dito naman, yung step na to is yung nag-arrange sila lang lahat-lahat ng equipment nila and workstation in close proximity to another in the form of work cells. Also, after nun, magkakaroon sila ng switch to full production. Dito sa switch to full production, after the preceding changes that have been implemented, it is as time or yung time na to, nagkakaroon dito ng switch to full production, changing from push system to a pull system, including your worker training needs to be planned very carefully. Kasi, syempre, sa pagkakaroon ng magandang or successful management, dapat pinagpaplanuhan from the start then to the end. Kasi however the change need to be made at once because a production facility cannot use a push and a pull system at the same time. Yung last natin is yung develop relationship with suppliers. Ito yung pinaniniwalaan nila last na step sa pag-implementing ng just-in-time because yung demands for smaller and more frequent delivery should be instituted gradually. By now, you should understand that GIT is made up of many ideas that defines its philosophy. Because of that, implementation of GIT is complicated. Most companies are so eager to receive the benefits of GIT that they jump in and begin making changes without thinking them through. Often, company executive will learn that for GIT implementation to succeed, inventory needs to be eliminated. People who think of GIT as applying only to manufacturing may not see how just-in-time could be applicable to service organization. Sabihin, yung just-in-time, hindi lang siya applicable sa manufacturing organization, pwede din siya sa service organization. However, we have seen in this chapter that just-in-time is an all-encompassing philosophy that includes eliminating waste, improving quality, continuous improvement, and increased responsive to customer in increased speed of delivery. Dito naman meron tayong example of just-in-time concept na nakikita natin sa service firms. First, yung improved quality. Ito naman yung mga benefits ng just-in-time sa service organization. First, yung improved quality. Service quality is often measured by intangible factors such as timeliness, service consistency, and courtesy. Building quality into the process of service delivery and implementing concepts such as quality at the source can significantly improve service dimensions. For example, yung McDo, sikat sila sa pagkakaroon ng service consistency. Second naman yung uniform facility loading. The challenge for services operations is synchronizing their production with demand. Many service firms have developed unique ways to level consumer demand in order to provide better service responsive. For example, yung mga hotel, yung restaurant, nagkakaroon sila ng reservation system. Isa yon sa mga ginagawa nila para ma-improve yung uniform facility loading. Pangatlo, yung use of multifunction workers. Dito naman, sa the use of multifunction workers in service organization, nakakatulong siya to improve quality and customer responsiveness. For example nito yung sa mga department store, where workers can make sales, clean sales areas, and arrange display. Reduction in cycle time. Competition based on speed is common service and can be seen such as company. Yun ang pinaka-best example nga is yung McDo kasi meron silang service consistency. Sikat sila doon. These companies have used just-in-time concept to reduce their cycle time and consequently increase their speed. Yung panglima is yung minimizing sit-up times and parallel processing. Ito yung concept daw to ma-observe natin sa mga cleaning companies. Yung for example nito yung Merry Maids. Merry Maids, ito yung cleaning company siya. Nag-use siya ng mga teams or workers to clean homes. Each member of the team meron siyang designated or mga specific category sa mga tasks nila. Yung Merry Maids cleaning company is pinaka-best example siya ng minimizing setup times and parallel processing kasi yung mga employee niya doon pinapadala sa mga bahay or sa mga lugar na gustong palinisan ng mga customer. Tapos yung mga workers nun, meron na agad mga designated area na lilinisan. And yung last, yung workplace organization. Dito sa workplace organization, nagkakaroon ng improved housekeeping has become a priority for many service organization, particularly since the customer is the present during the part of production process. Service companies like Disney and McDonald's pride themselves on the cleanliness of their facility. Yung McDo din, sikat din sila sa pagkakaroon ng workplace organization. Ibig sabihin yung workplace nila is malinis tayo sa pinakalas. Nakalas na talaga yung just-in-time and lean system within operation management. Yung pinaka-key points or yung tatandaan nyo talaga, important sila sa operation management kasi nakakatulong sila to eliminate yung mga waste para yung production is maging efficient o yung management is maging successful. And yung GIT and lean system across the organization naman, syempre sa pag-implementing ng philosophy ng just-in-time, makakatulong talaga siya sa pag-solve ng mga consequence for every aspect of the organization. The entire organization is effective by just-in-time, like what I said before, primarily because the organization barriers are eliminated. Functions that have much as communication with each other in the past as now they work together with that yung mga function sa marketing, sa manufacturing, and engineering. Kasi sa traditional system natin, meron silang separate agendas. But now, we need to work together to achieve the goals the organization as a whole. Yung important na just-in-time learning system sa organization is broaden kasi tumutulong din maliban sa like what I said before na eliminate sila ng barriers. Dito naman nag-help sila to eliminated yung mga consequences na kinakaharap na organization to solve that particular problem and also to maintain yung pagkakaroon ng quality ng management. So, yun lang.